get to press the button.
Yeah. All right, guys, just a very quick little run over some of the tunnel functionality as is. Okay, yeah, just a brief history. We've all kind of seen that, anyone who's been using 12D for the last couple of years is well aware there's this simple tunnel creation thing in there. Basically, it first appeared in V9, embedded in one of the Leica outputs. It was a very clumsy way of doing this stuff, but a few people said, oh, that's really nice functionality. Can we get it? It was a legacy DOS format. I stole it off myself from a tunnel project we started in the 1990s. It's that bloody old. Anyway, in V10 we started to advance it a little bit. So for people who wanted to use it, we gave its own panels. So yeah, in V10, if you went under design tunnels, there was this create option, very basic, just simply the ability to define the profile, the shape, and where this was applied. Did we miss something here, Pete?
No.
Oh no. So one of the things that Lee was mentioning before about this stuff, it's called tunnel, it's nothing to do with tunnel. You can use it for anything, bridge beams, headstocks, pipes, culverts, vehicle envelopes, you name it. At the end of the day, it's just, it's just simply a way of finding some shape extruded along a center line. And one of the big things obviously with it was that we can do it normal or vertical to the center line. So with V10 with the super alignments, they're genuine 3D. So when we do the apply can be normal to the center line. That's very useful. As a note, at some stage in V12, I will introduce that into the normal MTF apply so that you'll also be able to do a normal option there. That's not quite happened yet. Anyway, so when you go into tunneling for V11, it's a little bit different. You'll notice there's a lot more tabs on the panel. The first tab is this Manage panel. It allows you to create, delete, rename profiles. The profiles are just a bunch of straights and arcs that define the shape of the profile at that point. It's got some legacy input-output stuff, and it just allows you to draw a superstring on the screen and import that as a tunnel profile. Big difference for V11 is that the center line, the way it's applied in the chainage type, stored the definition. E.g., you tell when someone goes to use the tunnel, you define the center line, you define whether the profile is applied normal or perpendicular to the center line, and whether you're using 2 or 3D chainages. This is all wrapped up in a tunnel definition now. Previously, when the guy went to do a bit of, now this is the V11, when someone goes to use a V11 dialog, they just pick a tunnel definition. They don't have to worry. You've already done it, set it up for them. In V10, it was a little bit more ugly. Just another one. In V10, they had to pick the tunnel. They had to pick the file, the profile file that defined it. They had to pick whether it was normal or vertical. It was obviously very error prone. So this is just simply this stuff's been wrapped up into one. In V11, this stuff, the profiles and assignments are the same. The profile, again, is the shape there. It's just simply what the shape will look at that chainage. And the assignments are where the certain profiles are applied. No smart chainages in this one yet. It's still good old-fashioned numbers. I'm my own worst offender. Now, in addition for V11, to make it a little bit more flexible over what we were in V10, we can now, and this is especially applicable for the rail jobs or other envelopes or various things, we've got the 3 ways the tunnel axis can be translated. It can be translated in offset, height, and rotated. It's as simple as that. And again, this is a very brief one. Again, it's a multi-purpose tool. It's just for creating shapes along a center line. And the only other thing we've added in the create panel itself is, obviously for V11, we allow you to create the tri-meshes. Again, because the tri-meshes can fold over on themselves, we can give you that full 3D shape as we do with a lot of other options. And basically, yeah, that, as you've seen before, that was what we used to produce with V10. In V11 with the tri-meshes, the other bits and pieces, we get the lovely solid shape. That was it. We've just got a little fun project just to show the silly things you can do, if it works this time. It's busted again? Classic.
At least we proved it was a PowerPoint.
Beware using PowerPoint, yes. As you notice, Blake's had a few lessons on this over the break. Yeah. Alan's not here, is he? We'll sprinkle on him as a surprise.
How come you didn't do it that quick last time? What's the job you want?
Oh, that tunnel one. So it's in that.
Tunnel?
That's it.
It's more like a sluice, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so again, without going into any detail at all, that's just a simple little job just showing that, like a typical pipeline going down the vertical slope and heading off. They're the simple sort of things that you can just model with this little tool if necessary. Again, you can just turn the tri-mesh on and make that a solid thing. So again, it's just a quick one that you can do anything you like. Now, the whole reason I did this, again, that's a typical little vertical alignment for that guy. But just to finish it off, you can do whatever you feel like with this stuff. So anyway, you can do all silly little things. And obviously you can do the loops. That's just normal super alignment. You can do that with a super alignment. So just out of the point of sheer silliness to show the sort of stuff you can get away with, we can have just a little bit of fun. So this literally just took me 10 minutes of stupidity to whip up. But again, it's just a thing. This is what you can do. Actually, I stole this off from one of the Kiwis, Sean, who did a bit of a luge sort of job in New Zealand. So I thought, oh, this is a good play thing. But just a combo of nice 3D, this again is a 3D super alignment. Obviously everything's being projected normal to the super alignment. Peter didn't like my natural surface, so he got rid of it. That took me 5 minutes to whip it up. Round the loop. Oh yeah, a bit of fun. You know, Lee pays me to do this too. Oh, there we go. It took me a little while to work out how to do the Ferris wheel thing for the super alignment, but once I got the hang of it, it was actually quite simple.
Anyone likes to know how to do that? Mick knows. Just ring Mick up. Now that he's fully trained in this.
Yeah, well, we go.
No,
Flips on yours.
yeah.
Anyway, that was all it was. So it was just a point that you can do whatever you feel like with it. It's a straightforward, simple little tool.
That's it. Right. We'll break. There's some more food out there for you. Just to put on some more weight. And we'll then be coming back into here for the final session of the day, all back in here together.